but the drones can easily be transferred over to the additional expansions that Slivko has secured at this point. Jaden now pulling back with the rest of his army. Didn't want to lose those Stalkers, and Phoenix to the excessive Mutalisk count. With so many Mutalisks there killed for Slivko.
And just as you kind of just stated, that attack, I mean, even though he did take out that 5th or whatever base, it's not going to matter. Slivko's macro is just way too huge. He can just transfer these drones over really easily, pull up another hatch, and that essentially has done nothing. Whereas Jaden needs to start expanding towards his 4th now with like that kind of a successful attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Mutalisk count was significantly diminished. I wonder if we'll see him try to reestablish it. We see him going for Hive Tech right now back at home. Meanwhile, moving in with these forces, he's got a massive ball of Corruptors, a few Mutalisks, and a ton of Roaches here. And he's going to snipe the Immortal right off the bat. Mutalisk rather, focusing down on the Colossus. It falls in rapid fashion, and the entire army for Jaden is being cleaned up here.
Not looking good for Jaden right now. They're just being overrun with Roaches. At this point, I believe that Slivko can just keep sending Lings and Roaches in, and that he could eventually overwhelm the Protoss, because the Protoss isn't going to be able to reestablish themselves off of this and do the damage they need to.
So many Corruptors out here for Slivko. I mean, he's not making... There's the Greater Spire, my friends. And if there's anything that's going to end this game, it's going to be the number of Broodlords that we're going to see out of Slivko in a second here.
Definitely. He has 15 Corruptors right now, so if he at least morphs 10 or 12 of those and keeps 3 Corruptors around to handle the Void Rays, that would be perfect composition for handling the Protoss army right now.
There honestly is no easy way for Protoss to deal with Mass Corruptor, Mass Broodlord, except for Mass Void. And it's like, how many Void Rays can you honestly make out of 2 Stargates?
It's true. Blink Stalkers do pretty well as well. You have to have them in the masses, though. But I mean, usually a Roach Hydra combo really just rips through that. So it's just really hard.
That's why I was looking for the double Spire earlier, because you're absolutely right. You need the double Spire if you're going to go Mass Corruptor, Mass Brood, because Blink Stalkers actually do really well unless you have all those upgrades. You're so right.
And if there's one thing that Slivko is doing, he's slipping on upgrades. I'd really like to see a double or if not triple Evo out so he can start getting those upgrades a lot faster. I mean, he's only going to be on 2 weapons right now, no armor. I think he has maybe 1 range. He's not too concerned with upgrades, but I mean, he does have the larger force. He is macroing really heavy, so... The minerals are just stacking.
Here comes the engagement. The Roaches coming in. Mediocre force fields going down for Jaden right now. The Corruptors have nothing to shoot at, though. So Jaden should be able to hold this off all right. But once these Broodlords come in, my friend, honestly, the entire point of this attack was just to let some Roaches die to open up some population so he can make Broodlords.
Yep, very good point. He is going to take these all the way back to his base. There is an observer in there, so he might be able to scout these Broodlords and maybe start pumping out those Void Rays. He is having these Stargates do nothing at this point, so hopefully he'll see this and start pumping them out as a reaction. Here we go.
God, nerd
all
swagger.
15. All 15.
15 Broodlords.
I don't know if I agree with that.
40 Speedlings and making 5 Corruptors. You know, he came in there and saw that the air composition of Jaden is next to nothing. There's no air unit, so Hatchery getting sniped, but it's not going to matter, guys. Slivko is going to move out with these Broodlords, and there's going to be nothing that Jaden has to answer. There's 40 Speedlings. They're going to handle the ground troops quite nice with his +2 attack upgrades. Jaden has not been doing as well with the upgrades as I would like to see out of a Protoss at a 22-minute mark. Only has +2, +1. Now going to snipe this extra hatchery. That is going to help. Slivko's going to have to re-establish these, but Jaden needs to take an additional base, man.
Yeah, definitely. Jaden is really far behind. He's only mining off of 1 base, whereas the Zerg is mining still off of at least 2.5 right now, I would say. The second's just about mined out, but the other 2 are going great. So this is the push. Jaden pretty much has to make a push right now or defend this like crazy. Otherwise, it's going to be GG. These Broodlords are just going to be too overwhelming.
Oh, well. That's not going to work. I really wanted to play like some Empire Strikes Back. Dun, 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 dun. This is going to be a mess. Speedlings come in. Fungal growths go down on the Stalkers, but just like that, look at the Stalkers melt and explode, and there's the GG out of Jaden.
Great game by Slivko. That macro was just crazy. When we noticed that 70 drones right away, it was like, I don't know, it was like the 7 or 8 minute mark, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is just completely going to be over here pretty soon.
Yeah.
His macro was way too intense. And I think if those Zealots would have been able to snipe that 3rd base off in the beginning, I think it would have gave Jaden the little extra that he needed to stay in the game and possibly keep with the Zerg, but not sniping that really kind of put him a little behind.
Couldn't have said it more perfectly. Guys, let's take a quick look at the bracket, see how everybody's doing.